Hey everybody, so I wanted to talk about um, something that I thought about today while I was on my way home from work. I don't know why I was thinking about it, but I was. Sorry, this table is very unstable and I keep touching it. I have my little script typed out below because I tried to make a video before and it didn't work out that well because I didn't know what to say. Um, so here it goes. Society is something that has always been to me kind of a hindrance, I guess you could say, because I feel like I never really fit in, which isn't a bad thing, but for a long time I thought it was. Because instead of it being a place for us to live, I'm reading right now what I wrote. Instead of it being a place where we just get to live, communicate, and exist in general, it's become a place where a lot of people try to take advantage of your insecurities and exploit them for different reasons, whether it be I want to sell this, I want to sell that. I don't want you to feel good. I don't want you to feel bad. I want you to feel the way I want you to feel, basically. So, when you see society, this is something I really want to ask you guys because I want to know if you guys feel the same way or not. What do you see when you think about what society is? Because we could all have different views, and this could just be my view, which is, I mean, it's totally valid for me to express my opinion about it. Because some people do share the same opinion as me. For a long time, my brother did. I don't know if he still shares the same opinions as I do, but you know, for a long time, he and I both did share the same opinion about it. A lot of times, and for me, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys because I mean, I'm sure I probably already said it at one point. My biggest insecurity was my body image for a very long time. And I have gotten to the point where I am comfortable with me. Like beforehand, I would never have tried to wear an off-the-shoulder top. I wouldn't have worn any tank tops. I would have worn for a very long time in middle school and high school, anything like that. I didn't wear any rings, and you see, I have 4 on right now. I never wore any bracelets. This one is the cool one that my brother gave me. I didn't have any necklaces. Because I just thought it was things that I didn't need and I didn't want. Um, because I mean, if people see my necklace, it attracts to my double chin. So that was one reason I didn't wear necklaces. If I went and bought a bracelet in store, a lot of times it didn't fit and it just made me feel bad. Same thing with rings. A lot of times it didn't fit, so I felt bad about myself. This one and this one. This one was given to me by my friend for Christmas, and this one I bought for me because I felt like buying it. And it was really inexpensive. So this one, I have always liked skulls, so I put it in ring form now. And this one, my mommy got me. So each one has a reason for being on my hand. I don't just wear it just because I want to wear it. For me, a lot of things that I do always will have a reason for it. For example, number one, I guess. Number one. Number two. Number two. And number three is on my leg. I'm not putting my leg up here right now. Each one of them has a reason for being on my body. Each one of them has a purpose, has a story, and everything. A lot of my friends already know the stories behind all of them. If you don't know them and you want to know them, let me know, and I will definitely say something about it. Anyways, tangents. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to. Anyways, it takes what you're insecure about society. We're talking about society, remember? It takes what you're insecure about and it tries its hardest to make it something that you don't want to have with you anymore. But in actuality, a lot of times your biggest insecurity is your biggest asset, to be fair. For example, I'm a bigger person. I wear, I'm not going to say what size I wear because I don't want to. But I wear clothes that are bigger. I'm a bigger girl. I have the unique opportunity now in order, because I just found out about it a few years ago, and I actually got convinced to do it by one of the managers at the store, and I have a lot of support behind it. I have the unique opportunity to go out for the tour and model search, which I don't know if I'll get, but at least I'll be able to go for the experience. So it'll be cool. Um, let's see. Who else? I can't think of anybody else because we don't talk about it that much. Um, but like that's one of my biggest insecurities is my body, and now I get to go have this amazing opportunity and hopefully get to go travel and stuff like that, and it'd be fun. It would be amazing, actually. Anyways, moving on. I think that a lot of reasons, it's not even like companies and stuff like that try to exploit it. A lot of times it's people like you and me that try to exploit it. For example, in high school, middle school more so for me than anything. In middle school, I had a lot of friends that were a lot smaller than me, that were a lot more petite than me, and they would try to get me to wear clothes like them, and I couldn't because I was too big. Or I didn't have enough money to go get it, or something like that. And it honestly, they did not stay friends with me, to be like completely honest. We went to high school, the same high school, and they barely spoke to me. And then years later, they tried to add me on Facebook, and no, I don't need any of that negativity in my life. If you didn't like me at my worst, which, to be fair, was middle school and a little bit of high school, then you don't deserve me when I feel amazing about myself. So, I think one of the things we really need to focus on is trying not to break each other down, which I know it's easier said than done, and I'm a big person that's guilty of it, because, you know, you'll be walking around and you'll see somebody wearing something that's not super cute, and you'll make a comment about it, and I feel horrible about it later, and I don't want to be that person. But I mean, at some point in our lives, we are, you know, that person, and it's not that we're trying to be, it's just, it's human nature sometimes, and I'm not saying that that's an excuse, but I think that's something that we should focus on. It's something that a lot of people have been trying to get people to focus on a lot now, and you just see so much negativity and everything now that it gets kind of washed out by all the negativity that you see. And I'm bouncing because I bounce when I talk. I can't use my hands a lot because I'll move the table, but I'm trying. Sorry, I gotta put it back. Anyways, I think that one thing we could benefit from is putting away our judgment and trying our best to lift each other up and to try our best to tell each other how great we're doing, because sometimes it can be the smallest thing, like for example, a lot of times I'll go through like a drive-through or something to get a drink or something. A lot of times I do that before work so I can go get a drink and without having to get out of my car because I'm lazy. That, and a lot of times I'm late to work, so I'm like a short drive-through line or a long line inside. Drive-through line. Anyways, I'll go through the line to go get something to drink, or I'll go through the line to get something quick to eat. I try not to do that as much, but you know, it happens. I'll be going through the line, and I'll get up to the window to pay, and you can hear it in their voice when you ask it. Sometimes I don't hear you, sometimes I don't care, which is fine. I mean, I understand having to deal with people that are really rude to you a lot of times. It gets to you. And there was one specific time that stands out in mind. I was going through the line, I think it was after work actually, and I pulled up to the window and I was just like, hey, how are you? And she was just like, no one ever asks me that. And I'm just like, really? I would. I ask it all the time. I genuinely want to know how people are doing. So that's kind of an example of it without being a super bad example of it. Kind of, I hope. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. And it kind of dawned on me today, because you guys know that I'm doing the Mary Kay thing. The reason I decided to do it was because I really wanted to make a difference for people, and I wanted to be one of the people that showed everybody that they could be secure with themselves in anything that they did. Like, and you don't have to change anything about yourself, because I mean, I'll use myself as an example. And I posted something, I don't know if I did it on my Instagram, but I did on my Facebook, and I'll do it later on. I'm pretty sure I did it on Twitter as well. I have a picture with this beanie, because I know I talked about this beanie, and I had these kind of glasses, but they were fake because I had contacts in. And I had the beanie, it was on my head, and I looked really punky. Excuse me. Which is my aesthetic in middle school and in high school and now still. The only difference now is that I wear a little bit more dresses. I have like 3 or 4 now instead of 1. But I didn't really change much. The only thing I did change was my attitude, which in middle school was awful. Oh my god. In middle school, I tried to start a lot of arguments. I tried to start a lot of fights, which you probably wouldn't be able to tell from like hearing me talk now. But yeah, it happened. You could ask my roommate, because he was there. You can ask my brother, because he was there too. Yeah, it was not a fun time for my parents either. But in high school, I kind of mellowed out a little bit. I still had my punk-y look. Me and Sandra had the same kind of style, so no big deal with that. Wow, I forgot where I was going with this. My mom just sent me, sorry, this is a tangent. She just sent me a messenger message that said, "To the best mother in the world." I'm just like, do you know something I don't know, Mama? Oh, I don't think she knew that she was going to. That's fine. But my point is that we need to, instead of trying to bring each other down, and especially when there's so much negativity going around, we really need to try our best to bring out the best in each other instead of trying to bring out the worst in each other. You know what I mean? Because, and I mean, it's not really much of an example because, you know, she and I are so close. Sandra and I bring out the best in each other, honestly. She is probably the reason I chilled out the most, to be fair. That and because she was there for me when I needed somebody. And she kind of showed me that, you know, not everybody's the same exact that you think they're going to be. Which is really cool to see and hear. Oh wait, there's one other ring I wanted to show you guys. I know this is a tangent still. Oh, I can't find it. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. It's another sort of like skull ring, kind of. I usually put it right here. But 3 seems excessive to wear on one hand. Tangent, no, I'm sorry. Anyways, she and I bring out the best of each other, and it wasn't because we wanted to, it was just because it happened. And I think that everybody needs that in their life, someone that brings the best out in them. It doesn't have to be somebody you know well, it could just be someone that you meet. I have another friend, she does Mary Kay with me, or I do Mary Kay with her because I'm still learning. And when we're around her, you know, she's always constantly smiling, and I'm always constantly smiling now because I'm like, this is really cool. I don't want to be not happy around her. And it's not fake happiness either anymore. I've gotten a lot better with being happy genuinely instead of trying to just fake it till you make it, which I mean, if you have to, I completely understand. You have to fake it till you make it. For a long time I did, and it helped a lot, but at the same time, it didn't help sometimes, but you do you. If you need to, I completely support you. I have no judgments towards you at all, because I used to do the same thing. So, that, let me just say that, because I didn't want it to come off like I was just like, you can't fake it. Because you can. But I guess that's it for right now. I just really wanted to talk about that. It's something I feel really passionately about. I think that's it. If it's not, I have all weekend to record another video, so it's not that big a deal. I'm excited because I have a weekend where I'm not babysitting, which I love babysitting, like I said, but you know, it's nice to have a weekend by yourself. I'm probably gonna go to my parents' house on Saturday or Sunday, depending, because I was supposed to go to my mom's house tomorrow anyways, but that got canceled, so I'm gonna take this off before I break one of these jars. But that's it for that video, and if you guys feel the same way, just let me know, because I enjoy hearing other opinions about it, and I enjoy talking about it, because I think that everybody tries to reach that normal status in life. I don't think there is one, to be fair, because what you find normal, I don't find normal, and definitely what you find normal, I'm gonna find fantastically. Wait, let me go back. What you don't find normal, I usually find really entertaining, really cool, and stuff like that. Like, a lot of times people are just like, skulls and stuff, they're not fun. I really enjoy it. I enjoy stuff like this. I enjoy, like, I used to legitimately have a fake skull in my room. I probably still do have it here somewhere. I think it's actually my parents' house. That's a story for another time. And to some people that's not normal, but you know, what is normal? So I guess that's the questions. What do you see when you think about society and what it should be, and what do you find normal? What is your definition of normal? So, I guess. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know. And I'm sorry that I babble a lot, but I'm a babbler. I talk a lot. I don't have someone to talk to during the day, so I just talk. And I talk. So, if you guys want to, just leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!